Well, good morning. I'm very happy to be up here. And I want to say at the outset that my words are not those of a scholar in this area, but they reflect my personal experience as an anthropologist turned lawyer turned corporate executive over the last 25 years. The unifying thread throughout my career has been social change. How to see it, how to work with it, and help others see it and work with it. I hold as a truism that the one constant in life is change. Every second we live, we are changing, and we often forget that fact. And the same holds true for institutions, because institutions at bottom are simply collections of human beings who have come together to work toward a common purpose. So organizational change is also inevitable, if for no other reason than that the people within the organization are themselves constantly in change. Sometimes we forget this we think of institutions as very staid, unchanging entities, when in fact, within an organization, all the people every day are changing. So you're probably thinking, okay, why am I talking about change when I'm here to talk about strategy? The answer is that strategy gives us a structure to deal with change. So if change is inevitable, I can strategize about how to use that to my advantage. The sooner I accept that change will occur, the sooner I realize that I don't have to just sit back and let it happen to me. I can actually try to game it. So what's most likely to happen based on what I observe today? How do I get on top of that wave that I see coming or think I see coming? And how do I ride it to where I want to go, as opposed to letting that wave just tumble me around? I'm talking in terms of me, but the same is true in terms of organizations. Figuring out where the wave is coming from, where it's likely to go, and how best to ride it is strategic planning. I believe that everyone is an experienced strategic planner, whether they recognize it or not. Somehow, as we grow, as humans, we figure out how to strategically adapt to change, even if we decide to be the slow adopters who will face change reluctantly rather than enthusiastically. And for sure, every parent I know is a strategic planner on behalf of his or her kids. I mean, I know for all the parents in the room, you've probably done this. Let's see, if I get my kid into this preschool, then he or she will be primed to go to that high school and that college and that graduate school, and then it's just a matter of time before my child wins the Nobel Prize. Or if I decide to give my child violin lessons today instead of karate lessons, what I'm actually doing is planning that when that child is in high school, he or she will have a stint with the orchestra and won't be working on a black belt. It's a strategic plan, even if my kids' actions prove that it was a very wrong-headed plan. Nonetheless, we are sitting there thinking about the future for our children. So everyone is a planner at some level, and everyone is constantly trying to deal with change. And that, in a nutshell, is what makes creating and delivering strategies in complex organizations particularly challenging. All those different people in a complex organization, and usually there are a lot of people in complex organizations, each of those people has an opinion based on personal experience. And if you bring a strategy to the front, and that strategy is likely to affect the employees' lives, they will express their opinions, usually strongly. Many corporate leaders fail to understand this basic truth. I'm sure you've all seen that. And they find that as a result, they are ultimately unable to implement a strategy within the organization, even when the strategy was a very good one. There are just too many people with too many opinions, and if that's not recognized, the strategy is likely to fail. My own experience in driving strategic change has led me to believe that there are 6 necessary components for success.